Hi, this is Kara Goff. In this presentation, I will address the use of video games in the classroom. I thought that I would take a few moments to first talk about today's learners before I discuss the good, the bad, and the educational benefits in regards to the use of video games in the classroom. I will then give a few examples of video games that I have used in the classroom, as well as other games I have not incorporated into my classes at this point. Finally, I will provide links to other games and interactive websites as a starting point for teachers. Some of the traits that stand out in today's learners include being a great problem solver, having confidence, learning in the informal setting, they are very social, and they are able to multitask very well. While many may think that video games are not healthy or provide a positive learning environment, I feel that video games can have a positive learning experience if used in the proper way. Using video games in the classroom can help students with their memory, eye-hand coordination, basic cognitive skills, social skills, and provides a visual stimulation for today's learners. The drawbacks to video games can be seen if the games are not appropriate or if the games are played too long. Obesity and social isolation can be seen if the video games are overused or overplayed. While if the video games are not appropriate for the age group, then you may see aggressive behavior and students becoming numb to the feelings of others. Video games also may not be appropriate with subjects such as reading that require time to master certain skills. There are also many educational benefits to video games. Using video games in the classroom not only can fit into several teaching plans, but also makes learning more interactive and interesting compared to your typical textbook problems. Did you know that 2/3 of today's learners use a personal computer either at home or at school? Since the majority of your students use video games, teachers can capture their attention and mind while getting them focused on the topic at hand. Students gain instant feedback while having to think on their feet while playing video games. One of the video games that I use in my geometry class is Tetris. While Tetris is an old school video game, it has positive impact on students' learning in geometry. It can be used to teach the basic transformations such as rotations, reflections, and translations. In trigonometry, I use a canoe bearing game to help teach my students about bearings. In this game, students see their canoe travel at a distance and an angle that they enter. The object is to navigate through 8 gates while challenging students to set the record for the quickest time or the shortest route. Other video games that I have not used in the classroom include The Sims, Roller Coaster Typhoon, Nintendo DS games such as Math Play, Brain Training, Personal Trainer Math, and Math Blaster, as well as Disney's Math Quest and Algebra Dimension. I think that these types of new age video games can be incorporated into the classroom with some research and lesson planning. For any teacher nervous about using video games in the classroom, I would suggest that you search the internet or ask students for their input. You will be amazed at what you can find online and even what students can offer to you. In closing, I have listed links to other math games and interactive websites that I suggest all math teachers look at. There are many other great websites beyond this list, but at least it's a starting point. I hope that you have found this presentation on video games in the classroom helpful.